Hello, this is Mike Wade, Chief Options Strategist for Tom Gentile, and welcome to this video featuring Tom's tools and yours truly. Stock and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risks. You must be aware of these risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the stock and options market. Don't trade money you cannot afford to lose. I'm not offering any buy or sell recommendations on anything whatsoever. I'm a trader just like you, and everything I'm about to share with you is for educational purposes only. All prices are in US dollars unless noted otherwise. And of course, feel free to read the balance of the disclaimer at your leisure. In this video, we're going to talk about how you can take a second bite of the apple. The apple being a winning trade. I'm going to talk to you about how you can roll your trades into more profits as well as other benefits. Specifically in this video, I want to talk to you about how you can edit your trades in Tom's tools for various benefits, including rolling your trades into more profit. So I'm going to talk to you, number one, about why you might want to roll your trades or edit your trades. I'll talk to you about some rolling strategies, and then I'll give you an example with a winning calendar spread roll. So the first question to answer is, why roll? Why do we want to do this? And what is rolling? Rolling is actually taking a trade that you've started and to convert it into something else. So first of all, by rolling, what I mean is editing your trades. So there's a number of reasons why you might want to do that, and there's just three of them. One, you might want to reduce your risk. Also, when you have profits on the board, it's a great idea to lock in those profits when they're available. We can do that by editing the trades and rolling them into something else. And then also giving yourself more time to be right. In the event that your trade isn't winning, you're able to adjust your trades and roll them into more time. So here's some rolling opportunities. These are just a few of them. There's plenty of rolling opportunities in trading. Trading actually becomes like a chess match once you master some of these techniques. So number one, you may want to take a winning long call or a put. Let's say you double your money, take off half the contracts, closing out essentially half your trade, and then you're playing with house money. You have a risk-free trade. You can also take a winning long call or put and convert it into a debit spread. For example, you may have a winning call option. The stock moves up, the call increases in value. You can sell a higher strike call to reduce your risk and lock in more profits. Calendar spreads are perhaps the best opportunity for rolling. And the idea here is when you put your calendar spread on, as your short option approaches expiration, you can buy that short option back, preferably for profit, and then sell it again into the next month, selling yourself more time, more profit, and more time to be right. Anybody that's ever traded a credit spread knows that when the stock moves against you, it can get pretty hairy pretty fast. So one of the things you can do with credit spreads in order to mitigate the risk of the stock going against you is to buy back your spread and then sell it further out in time and perhaps even further away from the money, giving yourself more time to be right. You can also take credit spreads and convert them into butterflies and condors, reducing your risk and increasing your time to be right as well. So there's lots of examples. In this particular case, I want to show you an example of a calendar spread. Here's a calendar spread I put together back in October the 1st, 2019. I'm back testing here so I can show you the example. We sold a November-January 88 calendar. Notice we're selling 10 of the November 15 88 puts, and we're buying 10 of the January 88 puts. You can see the cost there. This calendar spread is actually quite cheap per contract. We're only spending $33 for 10 contracts. That's $330, and that's our maximum risk in the trade. Now, this is a calendar in which there's an extra month between the short option and the long option. So this November option here will expire on November the 15th. So what happens on November the 15th is that we have an opportunity to perhaps sell the December options and bring in more credit, taking a second bite of the apple, if you will. You can see here that at the time, the Japanese yen, the FXY, was pretty much going sideways. Other than that there, you can see some pretty nice break-evens. We've got 45 days until expiration. Now, typically on these calendar spreads, what we suggest you do is 3 days before expiration, we suggest you either close them down or you roll into the next month. So let's go to that day, 11/13. There are 2 days left before the expiration of this short 88 put. So let's take a look at the risk graph. You can see here that the stock didn't behave itself too well, but still we're sitting at a profit here about $100 or so. You can see here that up here we have 36.4% profit. The stock didn't quite behave itself, but it did meander sideways to down, creating some profit for us. Now, if my prognosis is still that the stock is going to be between these break-evens, then I may want to roll. I may want to take a second bite of the apple. So how do you do that? How do you make your move, an adjustment to a particular trade. Here's how you do it. There's an edit button right up here under current trade actions. Now note, you must save the trade into a folder in order for the edit button to appear. So make sure you save the trade first. So I'm going to edit the trade. And remember, what I want to do is I want to buy back my 88 put that's about to expire in 2 days and then sell the same 88 put in December, rolling my calendar into the next month, taking a second bite of the apple. So I click the edit button. And when you click the edit button, you'll notice that you have the original legs here. You've got various actions you can perform on the trade. And if you scroll down until you see new trade legs, this is what we want. This is where I can edit my trade. I can do a number of things. I could buy or sell calls. I can buy or sell puts. I can add long stock or short stock to my risk graph. I can do whatever I want. This is the place where you perform the rolling that I want to do here. So remember, what I want to do is I want to buy back my 88 puts in November. So because I have 10 contracts, I want to buy back 10 November 15 88 puts, and then I want to get some more puts for December. So I'm going to sell 10 of the December 20 88 puts. And then once I've done that, I click my update button right there, and then click your risk graph button. And when you do that, what you see is this. Now notice that I've got 4 legs in my trade now. I've got the legs that I started with on October the 1st, and then I've got my November 13 roll. All right, so all the legs in my trade are shown. Currently, what I have in this trade is I'm still long my January 17 88 put, and now I am short the December 20 88 put. Now the magic of this risk graph is right here. Notice that I have now a guaranteed profit in the trade of $20. No matter what happens, the worst case is that I'm going to make $20. So what have I done with this roll? I have eliminated risk. I have locked in a guaranteed profit of $20. So welcome to the world of rolling calendar spreads in this example. And notice here the risk graph is shown there. The current profit in the trade is right there. This stock can go anywhere. We prefer it to sort of meander in this range here, right around the strike price of 88 for the next 30 some days or so. But this is an example of the world of rolling and the power of Tom's editing within his tools. So just as summary, this is what we did. Once you have a trade that you want to edit or roll, in this case we rolled a calendar spread, you want to click the edit button in your risk graph. That will pop up the new trades leg section. Do what you got to do whatever you want to do with the legs. In this case, we bought back the November 88 puts, and then we sold the December 88 puts. That was our particular adjustment to the trade, rolling ourselves into a guaranteed profit. And then once you've done that, make sure you click the update button to save those legs. And then lastly, click risk graph to pull up the resulting risk graph. All right, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more you can do with Tom's tools. Option trading, when you get to this level, is really a lot of fun. As I said, it's a lot like playing chess. Get in there, practice. You'll love it. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.